from our vibrant city.
Little lamb, little lamb.
This is Mary Had a Little Lamb song, right?
You've been singing it all these weeks and you didn't know that was the song?
It is, right? Mary had a little lamb,
Yes.
little lamb.
Sometimes you worry me, David.
Nursery rhyme.
Nursery
I forgot all the nursery rhymes.
You forgot. How
All
can
the
you
lyrics to
forget
the nursery
Mary had a
rhyme.
little lamb?
I mean, I'm 30-something years old, and
Okay.
I should be able to forget some.
Okay. Well,
some stuff,
okay.
right?
Okay. Well, that's a fair point. Depending on what you forget.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still remember Mary had a little lamb, though.
Oh, my. Okay.
Not a little sheep.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
David, we have more important things to talk about today, though, than how you forgot Mary and her sheep.
Hey,
and
Melissa.
her lambs.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Why so angry?
No, this is an important topic today on Chingu Talk.
Okay.
Important.
Ooh. All right.
Very important.
Okay, so not Mary. Melissa comes in.
Oh, boy. It's going to be a rough day.
And we're going to
All
be talking
right.
about controversial stuff. Mm-hmm. And listeners might be curious why.
Yes. So tourists are visiting Busan in record numbers. With this popularity comes a lot of curiosity about the details of life in Korea. So in this segment, we discuss the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, throughout this segment, we want to hear your views.
That's right. So if you've got 101, you can send in your messages by sending it to pound 9050. Or for no money at all, you can comment on our Notubu live stream or send us a Kakao Talk message because your messages could help us solve the mystery of these ridiculous issues once and for all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And as usual, we're going to talk you through them as only a true Chingu can. And today is the topic. I know, David, you've been waiting on this topic a long time. Personal cleanliness.
I mean, we did. Yeah, it is very
Yes.
important.
Yes, because the Korean standard is just so extra compared to the rest of the world, and I love it. So listeners, I want to know, how often do you, number one, take showers, okay? Or, whatever kind of shisa. If it's a bath, that's fine. Also, during those showers, do you always wash and condition your hair, treatment, mask pack, scrub your body, whatever? Or, number two, do you have some kind of shower alternation system?
Alternation system?
If you got some kind of shower alternation system, I need to know what it is and
What in
why.
the world is that?
If somebody's like, oh, today's a Monday, so I don't shampoo on Mondays. I only do treatment, scrub.
I was thinking shower
know.
alternation system. I shower twice a week with water and 5 times a week with air. Is that what you're talking about?
Actually,
Alternation system?
some people do that. Yes.
Hopefully not anyone around me.
Hopefully
But
not
I don't
anyone
think
around.
anyone around me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
But yeah. Okay. So 2 questions today.
Yes.
When we look at it in a big chunk.
Big chunk. Yes. 2 questions. Showering questions.
But they're also very related to each other. Issues of personal hygiene. And one we've actually talked about, not on air.
Yes, we've
Right.
had other discussions
Behind the
about
scenes.
this. So I think we need to know. The listeners need to know, David, what is your shower routine? How
Okay.
often are you showering? Do you alternate treatment days, conditioning days, shampoo days?
Winters, if I'm not, okay, so if I work out, obviously I take a shower after workout because you're all sweaty and nasty.
Okay.
But other than that, I shower every day in the mornings.
Other than that. So on gym days, does that mean you only shower once after the gym, or you shower
No.
once after the gym and then you go home
Yeah.
and then you have your day and then you shower
okay,
again?
so every single day in the morning I take a shower.
Okay.
And then if I work out that day, then I shower after a workout.
So you shower before you shower at the gym?
I shower at home every day in the morning.
And then you go to the gym?
I go to the gym, I sweat, and then I come home and shower at home again.
Okay.
So, and then that's up to twice a day.
Up to twice a day. Okay.
In the winter.
In the winter.
In the summer, at least twice a day. Once in the morning and once I come home because I'm all sweaty and nasty, right?
Right? Okay.
And then maybe if you go to the gym afterwards, you sweat again, so you shower again.
Okay.
But I don't shampoo. I shampoo once a day. At least once a day.
Right after the gym? Because that's when your hair's sweaty?
I do like light shampoo.
How do you light shampoo? What is a light shampoo?
Let's say I use like strawberry amount. You know, we say pea-sized amount. Strawberry amount of shampoo.
Your hair's, I mean, it's long. It's not that long.
No, I've got a thick hair.
Thick hair. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Maybe the camera can zoom in and show how thick my hair is.
That's a weird flex, David.
Right
zoom in at how thick my hair is.
It's
okay.
Thick.
This is such a guy flex. Okay.
But I do need quite a bit of shampoo and treatment as well.
Okay.
I treat my hair.
Yes, I remember this. You don't use conditioner.
I don't use conditioner.
Yes.
Because apparently conditioner is basically a little coating that coats the hair.
Okay.
And it doesn't really treat the insides of the hair strands.
Mm-hmm. It just coats the outside so they don't get split ends, maybe.
Exactly. But you want to treat your hair with nutritional stuff.
Okay.
Like vitamins and hair oil and things like that.
Okay, so listeners, if you're wondering, can I ask David all my hair-related questions? Sounds like yes.
Yeah,
he knows.
I try to. Because like whenever I go to my hairstylist, he's like, David, you got some split ends. And I'm like, oh, I gotta, he's always telling me, you gotta, properly take care of your hair.
Yeah.
By using treatment and things like that.
Okay, so you got the lecture.
Exactly. And once you blow dry your hair, I gotta add curl cream.
Okay.
And
protect
some
the
hair
perm.
oil as well.
Okay.
Okay, see, a lot of people are with me on this one.
Yes.
Telleria saying at least twice a day. Kim joining him saying 7 times a week for showering.
Okay, for a minute, I misread that. When I first saw it, I thought it was 7 times a day. I was about to be like, whoa. Okay, yeah, 7 times a week. Okay.
See, Telleria and we're clicking right now.
Okay.
I'm totally with David.
Okay.
Kim joining confused with the light shampoo part.
Yeah.
So let me get back
confused.
on that. So I use a strawberry amount.
Okay.
When I really need to get rid of all the, dirt and stuff.
Okay. You must have really dirty hair.
But
you sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
After a workout, you just have sweat, really. All right.
Okay. David is sweaty. Got it.
Then I just use pea-size amount of shampoo.
So a normal day, strawberry size amount.
Yeah.
Okay, when we're light shampooing, it's a pea-sized amount.
Pea-sized amount.
Okay.
What is pea-size?
Pea-size, like
pea-size,
the green
like
pea.
the kong.
Yeah, the kong. Yeah. 원두콩 size.
Okay,
Yeah.
원두콩 size.
Regular days, 딸기 size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You probably still have some shampoo left over from the dalgi days, so that on the kong days, it evens out.
Kong, yeah, it's usually kong nights.
Okay, cool, nice.
Because I usually shower, I work out at nights.
If you're just tuning in, we're not talking about what you think we're talking about, probably. Yeah,
yeah, we're not talking about food or fruits or anything like that.
Yeah, okay, right. But I mean, this, looking at the comments too, I feel like this supports my opinion after living in Korea many moons. 한국 사람 짱 깨끗해요, right? In the summer, I feel like everyone's taken 3 showers a day because no one wants to be sweaty and gross, right? So from what I've seen, 한국 여름에, like wake up, shower.
Yeah.
Go outside,
have to.
shower. Before bed, shower.
Yeah.
I told my mom this and she was like, how do they have any skin left? Doesn't it all get scrubbed off?
And in fact, you have to go to 목욕탕 and get the death scrubbing done.
Right. What is that called? Did you say death scrubbing?
No, death scrubbing.
I was like, just scrub you to death. It seems appropriate, the death scrub. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a Korean word, like 세신.
Oh.
세신 is the right word. Yeah.
Okay.
You got to do the 세신.
See, like I've heard of this. I personally don't go, but my 한국 친구들, they told me you got to keep scrubbing until you've got skin noodles coming off.
Ew.
And that was the exact description that they use, skin noodles.
Yeah.
If you've got a better description for it, I'd love to hear it. But I've learned,
Melissa,
scrub until you see a skin noodle.
It looks more like 찌개똥 than skin noodles. I think it's better to use the metaphor of 주개똥 than skin noodles because skin noodles make it sound like it's something you eat.
Well, but 주개똥 sounds bad.
What 똥?
Well, I don't know. What did you say?
지우개.
주개, like
지우개,
eraser.
like the eraser 똥.
Yeah. But you know, the dong sounds unpleasant. A noodle sounds much more pleasant.
No, noodle is something that we eat. Like pasta or ramen.
I'm sure you could find a kid somewhere who's eaten their eraser.
Skin noodle.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Ew, Kim Joinim. Ew.
Okay, but so this is a big controversy in the U.S. So have you heard about this? This it was just a big issue last week. Not even joking. A lot of Americans think if you wash your hair or your arms, like somewhere on your upper body, then you don't need to wash your legs and feet because the soap runs down. I'm not even joking. This is a thing. People debate about this.
Is that what you think?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna call 방송사고.
Come on. I don't smell. See?
I'm not smelling it.
See, that's because I shower
right
properly.
When you do this, I'm not gonna attempt to breathe anything for a while.
Rude, okay.
But
yeah, right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's their defense for not washing or scrubbing down any other parts?
All right. So specifically, you know, Taylor Swift, her boyfriend is Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Her boyfriend's brother, so potential future brother-in-law, Jason Kelce, he did an interview last week, and he specifically said, quote, what kind of weirdo washes their feet? Clean people. That's who.
He said that?
He said that.
He said what kind of weird people washes their feet?
Yes. And so he defended this by saying, he said, again, quote, being dirty actually leads to cleaner, healthier skin. I'm not a dermatologist, but I can tell you one thing. If you are not washing with soap, you're not clean.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But he kept arguing because he's a football player. He kept saying, it's been proven. He's like really adamant. You don't need to wash your legs and your feet.
Well, he can live his life that way.
Yeah, you know,
That's his life.
There was a commenter. I loved the comments on this. My favorite one was from a user named Philip. He said, to each their own if they want to be gross.
Yeah.
Thank you, Philip, whoever you are.
Yeah.
I agree.
Philip's a smart man.
Yes. Because, you know, we talked about this before off air. I saw an ad for that new product. Remember, it's like a scalp cleaner. It's like a scalp scrub. You know how you have like the sugar or salt face scrub? Right. They have that for your scalp with this special little like device to really get it in there. And it's like, well, why would you need a scalp scrub? Because people don't wash their hair anymore. Right? So like, I don't know. They use all the dry shampoo, which I don't use it, but I heard it's kind of like baby powder. And so I guess it like builds up. Okay. So I guess now people would rather buy like a fancy scalp scrub than just wash their hair.
But you know what, Melissa?
I'm confused.
I do scalp scrubbing.
Because you use your strawberry amount of shampoo on your head? Yeah, but
even though I shampoo my hair every single day, I do sometimes do scalp scrubbing. Okay. Because maybe, let's say you use a conditioner once a week.
All right.
The conditioner stuff, it kind of stays onto your scalp.
Really? Because I thought if you're like rubbing your scalp, it gets greasier.
So even if you use water, it might not all of it might come off. Okay. And so your scalp, you know, they have pores. Your scalp has pores and they need to breathe. Okay. You got to scrub down, get rid of the grimes and the gunk off the pores.
So you've got the gadgets.
So your pores got to breathe.
To have the scalp breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have not heard this, but okay. If you're into hair stuff, David's your guy.
See, we're talking about all this, the hygienic stuff. And 신정은님 texted in going,
right?
신정은님, I hope you're still staying tuned with us. I hope you didn't switch channels or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Taylor Rianim, I think he was texting, or the comment was about Jason Kelce. Maybe
Probably.
2,000 years ago. You didn't have to wash your feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because people didn't know. Yes. Right. So related to Jason Kelce, he also said, and this is his quote, I haven't washed my hair in like months. I can't even tell you the last time I washed my hair, as if that's something to brag about.
Yeah.
If I ever get to the point where I can't remember when I last washed my hair, David, you better be praying for me because I'm going to be lost in the Amazon or something for that to be the situation.
You're going to be very
serious.
nature friendly.
Back to nature. It's organic. You know, some people said that actually. There was a lot of commenters who defended Jason Kelsey not washing his feet. There's a lot of people. And so, okay, here we go. Tell me what you think, listeners. Tell me what you think. Okay, this one, username DVR, quote, I wash everything but don't apply soap. Can you even call that washing? I think that's rinsing.
Yeah, rinsing.
Right?
With just water, right?
So it makes me think, like, people at home cooking gogi, you rinse the pan with water, probably cold. We've had this conversation before. And then what? You just, like, put it in the cupboard? Like, oh, it's clean because I ran water over my greasy gogi pan. No need for binu, right? Like,
Exactly.
soap is a suggestion.
Exactly.
You know, like,
yeah, that's why you need hair scrubbing.
Can you even say, like, solgaji if there's no soap? Like, for bodies, what is shisa without soap? Binu 말고, isn't it like hengum?
Hengum.
Right?
Hengum is rinsing.
Like if I get a garden hose and I water you like a plant, then that's not shisa, right?
No, that's just giving me water.
Right? So these people are like, oh yeah, I wash everything. I take a shower every day, but I don't apply soap. Bro, that's not a shower. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you're just watering yourself to become a bigger plant
You're
yourself.
just watering yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people agreed with him. I'm alarmed. Yes.
It's alarming.
It's
in
alarming.
A way.
Yeah.
But I think as long as they're not around me, that's fine. You know, it's
Right?
사바사.
Maybe.
개박해.
Maybe. Several people, they said, similar comments, several people, they said they washed their 머리카락, 엉덩이, 겨드랑이, and special places one time every 3 days. Just wait, it gets worse.
Okay.
Every other body part gets washed maybe once a week if it actually gets dirty. Newsflash, it's dirty now, she saw. Yeah, that was the quote.
I'm trying to digest this. How do you pick and choose where to wash? Do you get like a hangju? Do you get like a cloth, soak it in, and then you wipe certain places?
Probably. I think so, right? Like people use a washcloth.
Okay.
And then they're like, okay, what's visibly dirty, smelly?
Okay.
겨드랑이, I think most people probably, hopefully know. Washing.
그래도 I'll try to understand.
Okay.
I'll try to understand.
Yes.
Maybe you live in an environment where water is of scarce resource.
Okay, let's imagine that's the case all over America.
If clean
water is a
water-
scarce resource.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's hard to come by,
Okay.
then you have to use. You have very limited amount of water to use.
Yes.
Then in that situation, I can totally understand.
Yes. So, and people who are in that situation, right, that is totally different from the people here that were actually commenting on this,
Yeah,
on
but
this
then
issue.
I guess if you're in North America, I don't
Yeah,
know.
right. Because they're not saying they like never use water, right?
Yeah.
It's not even to save water because they're just like, I don't want to use soap. I don't understand. When did we start hating soap?
Yeah.
I lost this memo. Nobody sent it to me. Nobody told me.
I don't think
I
we could-
love Binu.
I don't think we could ever get to finish this topic.
Yeah, this is sad,
Yeah, and
but also disgusting. So maybe we have to stop here.
yeah, before we talk about other special places, like enjoying and texting along right now. Yeah.
Yes. But I'm very glad we have very clean listeners. Everybody taking showers very regularly. So
Yes.
good job. Yes.
All right. So controversial, but so fun as well.
Yes.
It was another great episode. Thank you so much for coming in, Melissa.
It's always a pleasure.
Have a good rest of the week. Make sure to shower at least once a day.
I will.
And I'll see you next week.
Yes. We'll see you next week.
All right. Bye-bye. That was Melissa.